You ever just stop and wonder what the entire world is thinking about, like right now? What are the questions we all share, the things we're excited about, or even afraid of? Well, it turns out there's this incredible tool that gives us a pretty unique window into that global brain. So let's dive in and see what it has to say.
So how do we actually tap into that global pulse? I mean, the question's pretty simple, right? What is the world searching for? But the answer, as we're about to find out, is way more revealing than you'd probably guess. We're talking about a direct line to the world's curiosity.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the basics. What even is Google Trends? Then we'll get into the fun stuff, how you can use it to explore that collective curiosity. We'll also look at how simple data gets turned into amazing stories, check out its real-world impact, and then finally gets you set up to start exploring all on your own.
Okay, let's start with the fundamentals. What exactly is this thing we're talking about? You know, at its heart, Google Trends is actually super simple. It shows you how often people search for a certain term. But, and this is the key part, it's relative to all the other searches happening at that time. So, you're not seeing the raw number of searches. What you're really seeing is the interest level in a topic. Just think of it like a massive gauge for public attention.
And right from the homepage, you can see all the possibilities. You can dive deep into any topic you can think of, see what's blowing up in popularity at this very moment, look back at the biggest trends from the past year, and even get help to become a total pro at this. It's basically a dashboard for the world's curiosity.
So, say you have a question about the world. How do you actually use trends to start digging for answers? Let's walk through it. It's easier than you think.
Okay, so your whole journey just starts with a simple search box. You type in anything, a holiday, a celebrity, a concept, whatever. Instantly, you get this cool graph showing you the search interest over time. But the real magic happens when you dive deeper. You can see what other things people were searching for, and even pinpoint where in the world that interest is the strongest.
And this isn't just about looking back at historical data. The Trending Now feature is your real-time pulse on what's grabbing everyone's attention. You can see what's spiking in your country, or even your city, right now. It's a literal snapshot of what's on everybody's mind as it's happening.
But Google Trends is so much more than just a tool for looking up keywords. In the right hands, it becomes this amazing canvas for telling incredible stories, revealing everything from our hidden anxieties to the simple rhythms of our daily lives.
And this is where the data gets really human. Take a project like The Shape of Dreams. It actually visualizes what we ask Google about our dreams. You know, like dreaming about snakes or teeth falling out. It's such a fascinating look into our subconscious, all told through simple search data.
Or think about this. Trends can actually map out our daily routines. By analyzing search patterns around the clock, these amazing projects show how our curiosity changes. In the morning, we're searching for traffic. Midday, maybe lunch spots. And late at night, we're looking for entertainment or asking those deeper questions. Our search history is basically a diary of our day.
So, the really important point here is that this data can be made beautiful and really easy to understand. Google's own Trends data team works with designers to create these stunning visualizations. They're not just throwing numbers at you, they're crafting actual narratives that make these complex patterns feel simple and clear.
But hey, this isn't just for fun or for artsy projects. This data has a serious, real-world impact. It's become a critical tool for all kinds of professionals out there.
For instance, newsrooms use it all the time to figure out what stories people are genuinely interested in. Charities can use it to understand what topics their supporters care about, which helps them connect better. And then you have major economic organizations.
This is absolutely huge. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, literally uses trends data to help estimate weekly economic activity. And why? Well, because when people search for things like jobs or mortgages, it's not just a random query. It reflects real-time consumer intent, and that makes this data an incredibly powerful early signal for economic shifts.
So, now that you've seen the power and the potential here, from analyzing dreams all the way to economic forecasting, you're probably wondering, okay, how can I get started with this myself?
And the great news is, you absolutely do not have to figure it all out on your own. The Trends site is just packed with resources, including a ton of video tutorials that cover everything from the absolute basics to super advanced tips for complex analysis. You can learn exactly how it all works and just follow along to build up your skills.
So, what are you curious about? The rise and fall of a new gadget? The global buzz around a social movement? Or, hey, maybe just how many people are also searching about their weird dreams? The data is all there, just waiting for you. So the only real question left is, what story is it going to tell you?